We all love that. Blues, the box, I was saying blues, but penta. Okay, so please refer back to those worksheets. I'm talking some concepts because, again, I'm not going to just run up and down scales. I'd rather give you the ideas. So we have B flat minor penta and add in the flat 5, and that's now the blues scale. B flat minor blues. We really want that flat 5 in there. I'm doing a lot of these little slurs a la Grant Green, I often say. These little delia-da-delia-da-delia-dum. You'll hear that if you're a Grant Green fan. He loved that style of phrasing. A lot of horn players do that, trumpet especially. Saxophone players. Okay, but the other sound that you want to get familiar with is the B flat major pentatonic. So that's always what I say. This is on my easy soloing method for the B flat blues, or any blues for that matter. Know your major pentatonic and your minor pentatonic / blues. But here's B flat major. Some of you might know it like this. It's very sweet, very pretty. Has that major 6, has a 9. So a major pentatonic is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Just so you know the formula: 1 root, then the 2 is the 9, and the 3, and then the 5 and the 6. See that 6th degree? It's so sweet. So here's a good trick if you haven't thought about this. Again, it involves knowing your relative minor in this case. Because you might be saying, hey, Tracy, I don't really know my B flat major pentatonic. Then I would say, well, what's the minor pentatonic related to B flat major? You go, oh, 3 frets down. G minor. Exactly. We can play G minor penta. You're like, I know that. And yes, I threw in that blue note on the G minor. So sometimes it's just a hand position thing for us guitar players especially, or uke players, is that you learn these scale patterns and shapes. But here's G minor blues. And that's what we play on the B flat blues for the 1 chord. And then for the 4 chord, B flat minor. This is now I'm going through my strategy. You got the 1 chord, you're playing B flat major. And then for the 4 chord, minor. Back to the 1, major. And then on the 5 chord, your choice. Do you want it a little bit more of a minory blues feel or happier major? 5. And then to the 1, maybe minor. And now is for the turnaround here. We're gonna do this, you guys, this is important. These are not just licks, these are concepts, and I feel like this is very important to get down. You can get the licks later when I post the transcriptions of some solos and stuff, and I'll go through a few of those. Today's workshop that I wanna focus, again, sharing more of the strategies and the ideas with you, not just running up and down scales or focusing only on licks for, the time, because we can do that separately with me on You all practice. Use iReal Pro? I hope so. Such a good practice tool. So let's talk some shop here first, the scales. But essentially, even though I just kind of went on the spiel, on the 4 chord, E flat, play the minor, I'm just saying, even simplify it more. Just think the 1 chord for 4 bars. And in this case, as I mentioned, B flat major penta or G minor blues with that flat 5. I'm going to go for that. G minor blues. I love that. I'm not going to run up and down the scale. I'm going to keep it really simple, really like I'm trying to create a melody, essentially. And then I'm going to slide up my hand 3 frets and do the B flat minor blues for these chords, a 4 chord, essentially, right? And then I'm just going to go back down 3 frets to the G minor. Okay, I'm just kind of choosing the minor pentatonic method in this case. Minor blues. And then for the 5 chord, this is all just the 5 essentially. I said, you choose. So I'll go by feel. I'm not sure what I'm going to do until I get there. And then same with the last 4 bars. But I'm going to show you another method too in a second, but we'll keep it really simple. So on this part, you kind of choose, do you want major or minor? And then here as well, the turnaround. I think I'm going to just stick with the minor blues. You could just listen for a second and then join me. It's nice and slow. I'm going to turn, sorry, that's... Oh, diminished. 1. Oh, some nice jazzy chords there. Here we go, a little bit of G minor. Now I'm going to slide up 3 frets and do the same thing. And then B flat minor. I'm going to say on B flat major. Now I'm going to minor it, B flat minor. Major. A major. Major. Minor. This measure 5. Major. Do da 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 da. B flat major. Da 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 da. Do da 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 do da 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 major. Minor. Now I'm following the changes a little bit more. Measure 5. Back to major. For fun, 2-5. C minor. That was that sub I showed you early. Now I'm arpeggiating. 4. Diminish. 1. D minor 7. C minor. Major. B flat. E flat. B flat. F minor. E flat. Diminish. B flat. Little walk down, that's not written. And that's that little lick. And now I don't want to think, just blues. Do 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 you do boo do B flat minor blues. Maybe a lot of repetition. A lot of repetition. Triple it, triple it, to C minor, and turn around. And I'm just having fun now, kind of talking as I'm doing it, because I'm not sure what I'm doing until it happens. And that's what I love to do. But I was starting to, I started off with that easy method, but then I started to outline the chords quite a bit. And basically the little trick here that you want to do when you start to outline that is that this 4 chord, the E flat, you want to minor it. Right here though, think B flat, minor. And again, that works because, well, that's like a 2-5, B flat minor, E flat. Okay, that's called the minor conversion. So if you played an E flat 9 chord, you could play B flat minor triad, or minor 6, or just minor triad or blues on that E flat 9. It sounds great if you go. But on that B flat major chord, it's nice to play B flat major, penta. And by the way, there's a scale I wrote here, hybrid combo, if you're wondering, what is a hybrid combo scale? It's combining both of them, everything. So it gets super chromatic, and that's where you hear me do licks like this. I got the 1, got the flat 3, got the 3, got the 4, got the sharp 4 flat 5, got the 5, got the 6. So you can get, again, it gets kind of slippery, and I love that that chromaticism. You hear like, it's like, is it major? Is it minor? It's kind of a combination of it all. So you can kind of just combine everything. I often like to do that at the turnaround. Just that's why I wrote it here, if you're wondering. So again, here on this method, this is kind of the second approach now, targeting a little bit more carefully here. What I'm thinking is this: B flat 7, B flat major, and then I minor it back to the major. You can keep it very simple. Sounds like a blues head right there. To go do. Notice the emphasis on that 6. Okay, that would sound really nice with that quick change. If the band's not doing the quick change, I probably would not do that, okay? Back to the 1. However, when I see this little 2-5 here, I kind of often go on automatic pilot and throw in a 2-5 lick. So that's where I'm going to send you my essential 2-5 worksheet lick. But the easiest thing to do is this. Okay, can you guys do this with me? A quick, really nice, easy 2-5 lick to go F minor 7, and then just resolve it to the 6th degree of the F, which happens to be the 3rd of the B flat 7. So it kind of implies a 2-5 movement. Do it everywhere. Find it everywhere. And then if you want to get one step fancier, do this. And that's an enclosure concept where you're kind of surrounding from above and below going into the note. So you have this. So I continued on. Instead of going to the 6 right away, you go 5, sharp 5 to the 6. So it kind of delays the resolution. Great bebop style lick. So we have something like this. I'm just putting together a new little etude here. Minor, major, and then now I'm on measure 5, B flat, and you could think E flat if you want to. I'm going to encourage you to think E flat. Then I know we're at B flat minor, but just do face value at first, and then E dim. And the really beautiful, easy thing about that is you just take your triad. I'm not even doing a 7th or a 6th, I'm just doing a triad. And then sharp your 1. Just like we talked about when you're doing the chord, like this. But you can do it with your leads. And you're probably thinking, well, what if I add the 6 in? Beautiful. What if I add the flat 7 in? Beautiful. So yeah, start with the triad, then add in the 6 or the flat 7. I'm specifically just practicing this little section here. So now let's piece that much together with that little melodic motif. E dim, B flat. And I know I chose the fancier chord changes that I'm looking at here. And then I want to do we want to do this 2/5? Why not? We're getting a little bit beboppy, so we're going to insert that same lick we did here, right here. There I chose the triplet rhythm. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Okay. We're going to piece this all together and see what it sounds like in a second. And then we have a 2/5 here. And again, this little exercise I'm showing you here is about outlining, which is, again, to me, more in the bebop style, to create phrases targeting those chords, okay? It goes beyond just playing the blues and pentatonic scales. So here, same idea. Do we want to run some scales? Do we want some arpeggios? I'm going to play C minor 7. And there's a longer 2/5. So if you see, I filled it in with rhythm. Blues. Okay, or 1-6-2-5 could be. And again, that starts to sound beboppy when you're really going, when you're actually hitting every chord. Okay. So again, there's many different levels. Not one is better. And the reason I posted this on Patreon, I didn't tell you guys, but the reason why I love Grant Green so much is because he starts off generally really simple, very bluesy, and kind of following that scheme, that pattern. And then he sneaks in those 2/5 licks and the bebop licks. Then he goes back to getting funky and bluesy. Just check out, just listen to him. You'll see what I mean. I'm hoping you'll start to hear that. Okay, but check it out. I'm going to paraphrase what we just talked about. Outlining. Minor, major, E flat, diminished, 2/5, minor, major, diminished coming up, boo da do, minor, boo ba do do, major, do da da, 2/5, boo da dee da da da, boo da da da. And if you don't want to think, just get bluesy. Repetition. Blue scale. Take a motif. Changes. Diminish coming up. Chromatic with leads. Melody. Sunny moon for two. So what I'm demonstrating here is just force feed those melodies in. And obviously I'm not going to walk you through those melodies, but you can learn those as per the sheet music. But what I will do though is to make sound slice videos. As you all know, I've been doing that lately and really working that in. So that will be your best practice tool, is learn some of these classic melodies. A couple licks can go a long way. You'll learn that, and you can just, again, vary it up. This whole... So again, I do want to, why not? I haven't done this, but let's do a lick here on C minor. So notice I'm starting on C minor 7. And yes, at this point, you'd have to know your arpeggios as a requirement. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. And then to the 6 is a very simple, and that's F7. But I'm going to do this. I love those triplets because it has that forward moving feel to it, and very beboppy to go boo ba doo bee ba ba doo. Especially that lick. And then I'll do another one here, right in the same position off the C minor. And I'm going to do this. So now I'm going down the triad, 5, flat 3, 1. Again, know your triads. This will help you tremendously when learning licks and ideas, because there's so much based around the triad. We're just fancying it up. And then from the root, the 1, walk it down to the 6 chromatically. So listen to this. Da, 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 And that's a quick change, 2/5. On D minor, it'd be this. And then you can mix it up. This is like a little bass line cliche played up on the lead. This. If you imagine. So I'm going B flat, A flat, chromatic, 6, flat 6 to the 5, and then of course, but that's a nice little lick. Da do da da do da da do da da. So is this? You could look at it on one string. So not only is it a great turnaround, it could be a lick that you use in your soloing. Grant Green uses it on his cool blues solo. He goes... It sounds like a Charlie Christian lick too. So I'm not sure what song, but it does. It's a Charlie Christian style blues lick. If any of you know that lick. The other cliche kind of a blues riff is this. So we got the 1, the 3, the 4. I was almost gonna say sharp 3, which no such thing. 1, 3, 4, sharp 4, 5. So you could do this. Those are kind of like cliche blues style licks. And this. So you can start to mix and match some of these lines and cliches. So again, back to these 2/5 licks, we have this, or, and then. And again, throw in some of those lines and little cliche licks here. So the key to this, if you want to force feed these 2/5 licks in, is you got to know where you're going to, maybe just have a plan of what lick you're going to use and just insert it in. Again, that's where I do often have these etudes. Check it out. Right here. D minor 7, C minor, and then turnaround blues. Top. Ready? Right here. F minor, E flat, E dim, B flat. 2/5 right here. And that was from Tenor Madness, Sonny Rollins. And there I threw in that chromatic lick, 4 sharp 4 1, just directly ripping off the Grant Green melody, Miss Ann's tempo. So there I was quoting a few of those melodies, the heads, the blues tunes. On that one, the melody is this. On the C minor, and it's kind of taking this major to minor lick. Major, minor, major, minor. You know, you can kind of just take the concepts of it, which is what I'm doing too, and playing with it. And you have 2 phrases that are similar, the one on the 1 and the 4. And then the final phrase, the third phrase, is kind of the response, call and response. So you have 2 of the very common in the blues compositions, 2 similar phrases, and then the third one is different as a response. And on his lick here, on the response, his beautiful 2/5 lick. And I'm going to paraphrase the rhythm of it so we can use this chromatic cliche. So basically just get from the C note, walk it down to the A. His lick is a little bit fancier. With some enclosure, but essentially he's just doing this common 2/5 cliche, this. this walk down, and I know many of you have seen me do that thousands of times now, but some of you have not. So the idea is just to take the C, the 2, and walk it down chromatically to the 3rd of the F chord. And then B flat. That's a lot of stuff just right there. Just that, just inserting that. And now I'm talking about practicing it. I don't know what it sounds like, but I'm going to kind of play this. Paraphrase. Ready? Right here. And again, I don't want to go on too much, but what I was doing there is force feeding on the C minor to the F7, the 2-5, this. Or just this even. That's a beautiful 2-5 lick in a really melodic and simple way, but it works. It's very, very effective. And you'll kind of see a lot on my Patreon videos. I'm going like this. A lot of these little 2-5. I'm constantly seeking out new ways to fancy up something that's ultra simple, which is just this. If you can master that little cliche, that little walk down, then you can do you can do all that stuff, and you get gypsy jazz style too, of course, and get super technical. But it's really a lot simpler than that. You just need to go, and then, right here. And then you gotta know where C, just find your C. And in that case, that was kind of I'm force feeding that cliche, da, 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 da. And again, that's right out of that Tenor Madness solo. Obviously, I didn't expect you to watch those links, but watch the Sonny Rollins, John Coltrane, Emily Remler. I sent a version of her playing live Tenor Madness. It's a great B-flat blues. You guys, we can go on for another 2 hours if you want. Take a break. No, I'm joking. But I hope, I realize it goes fast, and I don't want to just I want to give you ideas. That's my main goal, not to overwhelm you. But again, everybody's at a different place. Maybe you're like, oh, I really need to work on my arpeggios. Then yeah, work on your arpeggios. Just make that your focus, those face value. But you learned a lot of substitutions today by analyzing the chord progression. And again, in this style, especially jazz, that's what the players were doing, were really starting to outline a lot more, going beyond the blues scale licks and ideas. And this is true for jazz standards. Learning the blues and learning rhythm changes are two of the most important things you can really do to help your overall jazz playing. And rhythm changes, obviously, is all about 1-6-2-5, but then the cool bridge section, I won't go there quite yet, but I hope you consider when I do the mega lesson style. Really fun, and it would kind of be a true part 2, meaning, it's going to pick up kind of where we're leaving off here. So it's going to be more advanced with examples and stuff. Thank you all so much. Yeah, I mean...